Hi, welcome to Christensen Racing. This is our YouTube channel that we've been wanting to start for a while now, and we're finally doing it. We just want to take people on our journeys to all these races and adventures that we get to go on. The small tire no prep racing world has gotten insane in the last few years, and we're going to take you along with us to show you. Alright, one of the things we're going to talk about for the part one of the rebuild of the Nova is the cooling system. Up until now, what we've had has worked great. This thing kept the car cool, able to make lots of passes, but things are changing and our racing is changing. Cars are getting a lot lighter and faster, so we're having to make some big changes. Ditching the pretty decently sized radiator for one of these compact drag racing radiators. I don't know how this looks size comparison in video, but that radiator is only 10 inches by 14 inches wide. A little tiny thing you'd think could go in a four-wheeler, probably would work in a four-wheeler, but we're throwing it in the car. To methanol. With the methanol fuel, it'll keep the car a lot cooler than the E85 would. The other thing is, with going to this, we are able to ditch the intercooler system. We've been using the Mishimoto dual pass water and air intercooler for 2 years now. We've done really good, made a lot of fast passes, but once again, horsepower and weight has been our downfall this year. We've been too heavy and not enough horsepower. This right here weighs about 30 pounds without water. The whole system and all together, fully loaded water is over 100 pounds, so getting rid of it. Now to the downfall of methanol. It's great, except for one part. Your fuel system has to be massive to make the same amount of horsepower, which is why we're switching over to this Holley ultra low ram with dual fuel rails. We'll be running 2 sets of 210-pound Bosch injectors on this intake for now. But this Holley intake manifold, absolutely badass, beautiful piece of work. With the giant burst panel out the top, that'll be fun cutting a hole in my nice hood we painted. Here's a little preview of our cooling system. We're using a remote water pump for this that will either mount directly to the radiator itself, or we'll have it mounted somewhere on the frame rail after we're done tubing some of the front frame. This is our new Holley fuel regulator, the big methanol system. Thing was a little bit fun to mount up in here. It's a lot bigger than what I thought it was going to be, but it looks absolutely badass. We're gonna just run these two lines right here under the back side of the cooling system up through the rail, and these two just straight up in. Sean, the guy who's behind the camera right now, is working on rewiring the car right now. He's getting as much of the stuff out of the engine bay and tucked up underneath the cowl panel. It's not finished. We're still working on it. But when it's all done, it'll look all clean, function, hopefully. We've had pretty bad string of luck with glitches and gremlins this year. Yeah, even had a nice oil down at Sage Raceway at the last test session of the year. We'll put that video up. That's a whole other world of problems, but we're gonna fix it. We've been using these push lock fittings on rubber hose for our transmission lines, and we honestly never had problems with them for over 2 years. And the next thing you know, we went to go do a burnout and it blew off the cooler line. Didn't hurt the transmission, luckily, but it sprayed over a gallon of transmission fluid all over the track. That was a big old mess. So we'll be switching to AN lines on that will not blow up and make a big old mess. Luckily, it happened in the burnout though. Thank you for watching our video. We'll have more content coming out soon. Before we go, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Holley EFI, Clifford Performance, Red Tide Canopies, Shade Above, Cortney Green Racing, and Defender Trailers Sales.